You know, 5 years ago, I was up on a stage in a meeting, and I looked out over the audience, and I said, you know what? 2 years from now, there's going to be people in this audience. 2 years from now, there's going to be people that are on the back row that are winning no awards, that 2 years from now, you're going to be up on this stage, you're going to be living the life of your dreams, you're going to achieve the success that most people only dream of. But I also said there are also people in this room who 2 years from now you'll be out of business. 2 years from now somebody will have stole your dreams. 2 years from now you'll be gone and nobody will even remember your name. And a lot of people said, no, Billy, that will never happen to me. Not me, Billy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go home and make it happen. I'm really, 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 really in the game. And the person that yelled the loudest was probably the first person that went out the next week and something happened and he quit. You've got to keep your dream in your heart. Winners are made by heart. And no one knows what type of heart you have. But you're going to have adversities. You're going to have things that come up. You're going to have people that tell you no. One of the biggest reasons people lose their dream is because of the word no. N-O. We get told no. We go out in life. We get knocked down. Something don't work. That business didn't work right. We had that bad month. Whatever happened, we got told no, and something come along and knocked us off track, and the biggest reason it will happen is because you have no dream. My family and I did something very daring back in December. We loaded up 4 kids in the car and took a 16-hour trip with the Griswolds. I felt like the Griswolds. We took a 16-hour trip to Colorado to go skiing. But here's the neat thing. She had just bought this new Navigator, and inside of that Navigator had a navigational system. And man, all we had to do is punch in our destination, and it read out a beautiful map how to get there. And your mind's a lot like the navigational system. The human mind, the human success mechanism is what I call it, is like a navigational system. Because when you program in your destination, you can see the pathway to get there. Now, the new navigational systems will actually tell you how to get there. Not only will they tell you how to get there, they do it with voice command. How many of you have one of them? Man, this sexy woman comes across. The other day I was driving down the road, talking on the phone to Mandy at the office, and suddenly this beautiful, sexy lady's voice came across and said, turn left. And I was like, I don't really have a woman in my car. Don't tell Susan there was a woman talking in my car. It was a navigation system. When you program in where you want, your mind is so powerful that you will move in that direction like a powerful magnetic force. And as you're moving in that direction, your dreams will move towards you. And eventually, you and your goals and dreams will cross paths. It happens every single time. It's happened for many of you in this room. It's happened for millions of people across the world. You've got to know where you want. You've got to have a target of where you're going if you're ever going to get there. You can have your best year ever if you decide what your best year is going to be. All you have to do is make a decision. We all have turning points in our lives. We all have these times whenever we have to make a decision. And the decisions we make will control our ultimate destiny. What decisions have you made this weekend? I know when I was at that meeting 20 years ago and I was dead broke and I was in the back of the room and everybody else was up on the stage getting them awards, I decided I wanted it so bad that I was willing to do whatever it takes. I was like Les Brown. I was willing to fight for it. I was willing to work day and night for it. I was willing to give up some time and some peace and some sleep for it. It was what I was dreaming about and scheming about, and truly, like he said, life seemed useless and worthless without it. You've got to decide what you want if you're going to have your best year ever. You've got to decide what you want. And if you'll decide what you want, you will be able to get it. If you don't know what you want and you don't know where you want to go, something's going to come across and knock you off path. You've got to fight yourself through that discipline until it becomes fun. You've just got to decide what you really, really, really want. And if you want it bad enough to fight for it, if you want it bad enough to work day and night for it, if you want it bad enough to give up some sleep for it, you've just got to decide what you really want and be willing to go out there and pay the price each and every day to get it. Because what